How's it going, guys? I hope you're having a good Friday. I believe this is coming out on Friday. Anyway, it's a big moment for the channel. We've crossed the 4-month marker of being a channel, and yeah, so I thought I'd take a moment, sit back, and really tell you guys what I've learned so far in my 4 months as a YouTuber. I remember months ago when I was watching one of my favorite YouTubers, Rob Mob. His videos really inspired me to kind of begin this because, I love video games. They're, probably my favorite avenue of storytelling and competitiveness and all of that. So, and I always wanted to dive into this kind of space, but I was always too scared, too nervous, didn't have the right equipment, and 4 months now, I have this little $200 desktop that, it's not perfect. It's definitely not where I want to be in about when the channel really takes off, but it is giving me a way to do this. And I think that's something that I've really had to figure out is that, I got to learn the basics first. And this little thing is giving me that. If I would have dropped, $3,000 on a new PC and started streaming and really kind of been upset with myself because, I dropped all this money and it's not going the way I want it. I think this gives me a base to start and, really develop my craft. And I'm building a channel, and the 29 subscribers of when this released, thank you so much for joining me on this journey. It means a lot. Every time I get a new one, it just makes my day so much better, and it means a lot to me. So thank you so much for at least investing in me for a little bit. So I hope that I can continue to earn your subscriber and subscription. That's the word. And, we can continue on this journey together, because the whole goal is, I have this really basic kind of setup here, right? I have the ring light that I bought before for it. I have the capture card and then this little computer. And as this channel builds, I want to invest back into this stuff. If I get the traction and, I eventually get to a place where I can do that. And my background is, it's funny going, watching older videos, even 4 months, even the background's kind of changed a little bit. I have my dog's bed behind me, and you've probably seen Sven hanging around in these videos and whatnot. So, it's been a fun journey for sure. I just finished my second playthrough of my second game, second full playthrough of on the channel with Clair Obscur Expedition 33, and playing that game was an emotional roller coaster. It was something that I am so grateful that I started this channel on, because I can watch those reactions and those clips again of those big moments in that game over and over again and see my initial reaction to them. I can see my TikTok is really growing, and it's also at 29 subscribers, ironically enough. And, the videos that I have over there are doing really well. I have the, my Clair Obscur Expedition 33 fan casting that I have on that channel, and that's gotten over 12,000 views and 600 likes on it. And I think just ultimately what I've been figuring out here is that, and something that I didn't know when I was younger, when I was making YouTube videos over and over again and failing and trying it again, is that shooting for those big numbers takes a long time. And a lot of our favorite YouTubers have been doing this for years. Some have been doing it for 10 plus years. Some have been doing it, for less than that. And they really had those early moments where they just kind of loved what they're doing. And I get the itch that they probably saw in themselves, because, it's just a small channel. But like I said, every new subscriber is such a fun little achievement for me. And who knows where this goes, and maybe this stays as a fun hobby, but it's just such a rewarding feeling when you see something that you just kind of created out of nothing and you start seeing people actually support it and really enjoy seeing that product. And since the last video, I think we've gained maybe 6-7 subscribers. I think in the 2-month reflection video, I think I was right around 24, maybe 22 subscribers, and now we just hit 29 today. I got 2 subscribers today, and it's such an awesome feeling. And for those of you that are also new channels that are trying to grow your brand, and you know that feeling of when you wake up and you check your YouTube app or your YouTube Studio app, and you see that number that was a 27, and suddenly it's a 29, and you're just constantly looking through all your old videos and like, what video was it? What caught people's attention that wanted to join me on this? So I'm not sure how long I want to go on this. It's just something that I'd like to reflect on. I started a few different games as well. I started Oblivion for the very first time. One of my best friend's favorite games of all time is Oblivion, so I got to experience that. I've put in about 6-7 hours into it. It's a fun game. And I totally understand why everyone loves it. Not the biggest Bethesda fan. Their style and open worldness, it's never clicked with me that well. It's probably even more cumbersome now that I'm a father and I don't have as much free time to put time into a 50-60 plus hour video game and it's kind of where I'm at with Avowed right now too. And I thought that those 2 games were going to be huge for me. I thought I was going to love them and buy in and finish them. And I'm slowly fading away from those games. Like I'm like, I don't necessarily want to finish them, and like my OCD is not letting me because I want to, like every game on this channel, I want to have a finish. I want the whole story to be finished, and I struggle because I want to finish those games, but I also want to play these other games, and that was what happened with Clair Obscur. Like I was playing Oblivion and Clair Obscur at the same time, and I decided that I had to take a break from Oblivion just because it became a chore for me to want to play those games. And I would play the game and I would just be silent the entire playthrough, and it's just like, this is really not engaging for you guys. But ironically enough, Oblivion did great for my TikTok and YouTube, so those do really good numbers over there. But I just, I really wanted to play Clair Obscur, and now I'm at that situation again where I finished Clair Obscur. I thought like, okay, now I'm gonna be able to play Oblivion and I'm gonna be able to play Avowed and just finally beat those games, so I don't have the Clair Obscur weight holding over my head. And now, ironically, a game from 40 years ago is caught my attention, and ever since the Xbox showcase where they announced that Final Fantasy VII was coming to Xbox, I thought it was a cool idea to, play all of the Final Fantasy games for the very first time. Not for the very first time, but beat them for the very first time on the channel. I'd start with number 1, and I wasn't sure if I would like it. Before I started the channel, older games really I struggled wanting to play. But now it's such a you think about it as from a content perspective, and you wonder. I wonder how many people are actually doing this, and now like from a new perspective, I'm going into these games and it's so much fun, and I'm loving a game that came out in 1987 more than I am with certain games that came out in 2025. And that's something that I've just, realizing as the channel's growing, is that it's just to do games that I really enjoy. Try them out. If they don't, catch on with me, if I'm not passionate about it, it's okay to put them on the shelf for a little while until I'm ready to come back to them. But yeah, so I love the Final Fantasy 1 journey. It's actually doing really solid numbers, in my opinion, on the views. I've actually getting some people to actually tune in to my playthrough, which, for most of my views come from my shorts. And actually, I would say 99% of my views come from my shorts. So when I start seeing a playthrough actually get, 10, 20, 30, 40 views naturally, it's such a fun experience. And I really enjoy that. So anyway, I'm kind of rambling right now. I just wanted to say thank you for 4 months. It's been a fun journey for this channel, and I'm gonna try to keep doing these almost like diaries of my thoughts of this journey. I've not been discouraged once. I've tried to do a TikTok or a reel or a YouTube short every day for every day that I have a channel. I've missed a few days, maybe 2 or 3 days every month, but I've done a lot, and it's been a rewarding process to see those kind of pick up traction, getting some good subscribers from those, and all that. So if you're looking at this wanting to know, is okay, from an honest perspective, what is a new YouTuber, what this is like for you, and how much work are you putting in? Because right now, I have a family, so I have my wife and my son, my 18-month-old son, and I don't want them to feel like this is taking in place over them. So, I try my best to spend time with them and make sure that they feel appreciated and loved. And when my son goes to bed, every now and then, probably every third day of the week, I get time to myself to kind of do this stuff, because the other times I'm wanting to hang out with my wife and bond with her and do all that stuff. And so when I play, I do about 45 to an hour worth of playtime. Maybe I get a little bit longer depending on how invested I am into it. And I do those and put the playlist out, or play throughout the next morning. And then I take those hour-long videos, and it was really easy with Clair Obscur because I was so invested, and there was a lot of good content in that game that I could cut, 3-4 clips each hour. And I would take those clips and then schedule them out daily for the next, week and a half. And then I would just kind of continue playing. And then when those videos get shorter and I'm getting closer to my deadline of adding more to them, I then go back to all the other playthroughs I've done and, cut videos from those and put them out. And in my head, the reason why I'm doing that is I just want to consistently be on your feed. I want people to recognize me, and eventually, you're going to get a snowball effect of people who is like, oh, I recognize Brady. Like, he did all those Clair Obscur videos. Maybe I'll watch him play Final Fantasy now. And I'm hoping that that's the case. And that's my idea. And maybe it's completely wrong, and it probably a bad decision to do all those shorts and not really focus specifically in my long form content. But so far, it's been a lot of fun, and I'm putting about a lot of hours into it. A lot of fun hours, though. And yeah, so anyway, I think this is where I'm going to wrap up this one. But I just wanted to say thank you for 4 months. It's been a real fun journey, and we'll keep going. We'll reflect at the halfway year mark. I believe that'll be end of August when we reflect on the 6-month journey and see where we're at as a channel. And then keep going. We're getting close to my 100 subscriber goal. I'm hoping to get right around 50 subscribers by the end of August. That way we can, be the halfway point to that, because I want to get to 100 by my 1 year marker. So yeah. Anyway, I really do appreciate everything you guys do. Those of you that watch all the videos that get to this point that are also interested in starting this stuff. I appreciate you. Let me know in the comments below your suggestions of what I should do. Any tips or channels I should follow. If you're a new YouTuber, let me know. I'd love to, connect with you and give you a subscriber if you're in the interest. But anyway, I really do appreciate your time. It means a lot to me that you're here. And as always, if you like this stuff, if you like gaming, if you like just natural conversations about, some of our favorite games, love to see you subscribe, love to see you join the journey. Anyway, appreciate you guys. It means a lot that you're here. Take care.